What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. It's Nardy in Japan. So today we're going to talk about something that is very, very, very personal to me. And that is the dating scene and the life of a gay black man in Japan. So, first of all, I'm going to break this down into segments. And I don't want this video to be longer than like 10 minutes. It's just something to talk about, right? We have things we need to discuss. I need to get this off my chest. So, I have some issues with dating in Japan. The first one, everyone has a type. And it seems that types in Japan go much, much, much further than types in the West. And what I mean is, someone in the West might say, oh, my type is tall, light skin, and skinny, which is problematic in its own, right? But they're more likely to break that type if they find someone that they mesh with or someone that they really, really like, right? Okay, so my problem here in Japan is they don't do that. They're very stuck on types. So first, let me begin this by saying I don't think I'm ugly. Now today I just got off work. It's the first week of school and I look a little crazy. But I don't think I'm ugly. I'm not talking about really physical types. Actually, let me give the Japanese stat. Even though they do really subscribe to physical types, in my experience with Japanese men, it's always been more about like, oh, you're too feminine, or, you know, you don't do this way. Something very specific. I was dating a guy for a hot little minute. We weren't like in a relationship, but we were dating. I was dating a guy for a hot little minute. We weren't in a relationship, but we were seeing each other. And we broke it off kind of mutually. But his point was, oh, well, you were more feminine than I am. Oh, that's not his exact words. Let me be specific. He said that I was not masculine enough for him. Mind you, we only dated for like a month. And true enough, he did see me like at home on Christmas and stuff with my friends when I was kind of like cooking and laughing and dancing. But I'm not going to make an excuse for who I am. I don't think that I'm feminine because I'm not manly all the time. But like, you know, it was kind of something that really shocked me because I was like, I don't really care about like being masculine or like being feminine. That's not like something I care about. But if we're keeping it a buck, like I truly am not feminine. I don't think I'm like, ooh, masculine either. But I think I definitely fall somewhere in the middle of the spectrum. And I don't do that on purpose. It's just who I am as a person. Now, do I like pretty things? Yes. My favorite color is pink. There's pink all over my apartment. There's rainbows and flowers in my apartment. Does that make me feminine, or does it just make me comfortable with being a man who likes pink? You know what I mean? If I was straight, I think I would still like pink. I think I would still like flowers. I like a pretty aesthetic. I like nice things. I don't think that men have to be sloppy. I don't think men have to not know how to cook. I don't subscribe to those type of sexist ideologies. Which, when he found out that I did all of those things, like I'm neat, I'm clean, my apartment's clean, I can cook really well. Oh my God, you're too feminine. You must want to be a housewife. Sir, I am a 27-year-old grown-ass man. I gotta take care of myself, do I not? Like what? What are you talking about? So that's my first thing with dating in Japan, just to get us started. I cannot stand the obsession with types. But we're not going to point all the fingers at the Japanese because Japanese men, I dated one seriously. Like he was like an actual boyfriend. He was a psycho. And the second one that I was talking to, well, I've talked to many, but the one that I was closest to dating most recently, I mean, he's a really nice guy, other than that. And he actually came back and apologized later once he got to know me as a quote unquote friend. And was like, oh, you're not that feminine after all. Well, guess what, Sherlock? That's why you don't judge a book by its cover. I might look cute and feminine sometimes. I like to wear nice clothes. Doesn't mean that I'm a girl. I'm not a girl. And nothing wrong with being a girl, by the way. I am a man, though. My pronouns are he, him, and him. Okay? So I was literally a bit offended by that, but it's okay. So let's move on to the next one. The next thing about dating in Japan is that, like, I already told you about the Japanese men with their types. But then when it comes to foreign men, oh my goodness. It's like, one, they're here on vacation, so they won't take you seriously, and you can't take them seriously. Two, if they are looking to date seriously, they only want to date Japanese men. Or, I hate to say it, but white men. Like the foreign Asians, like the ones from the Philippines stuff. Literally last weekend, I was in the club with one. He met me and my friend and followed us around from club to club. This white guy was trying to talk to me, and he was being so desperate. Like, I only want to date a white man. Oh my God, this is my chance. I'm like, sir, like, don't be desperate. Don't do that. That's so pathetic in my book. But that is a lot of them here, and I'm not trying to generalize. If that's not you or someone that you know, please don't take offense. This is just my experience, right? So I don't know everyone in Japan, but ni-chome, Shinjuku ni-chome, is a small community. And anyone that I've ever, I'm not gonna say anyone, most people that I have come close to, talking to, like dating wise, or I flirted with, we get to a certain point and they're like, well, I don't really date black guys, or actually, I really like white guys, or if he's Japanese, it's most definitely always, oh, you're not really my type. I like white men. I like, um, I like blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, or, and this one is the kicker. You ready? You ready? Not only am I not the right type, I'm not the right type of black guy. The ones who really want to date black guys either want to date Caribbean men or they want to date a thug, which confuses me because what makes you think a thug lives in Japan? Like a African American thug in particular. Like, wouldn't he be in America being a thug? Like, and those typically are not going to be the guys who are here, like, dating other men publicly. They're not going to be the guys who live in Japan. If they live in Japan, they're probably not thugs. I hate to break it to you. They might be a little gangster. I consider myself a little gangster. I got a little hood in me. I act a fool sometimes. Or I used to. But scratch all of that. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Dating in Japan as a gay man, not even as a gay black man, but just as a gay man, my biggest gripe, my biggest problem. In 2024, 9 out of 10 gay men, and I'm saying this loud and clear, yes, this time I am generalizing, are looking for either only sex or they're looking for someone who's going to allow them to be in an open relationship and do whatever the hell they want. Which, to each his own. I'm not judging. But Nardi, me, I don't share. And I am very, very comfortable in saying that I am never going to be in an open relationship. Not one that I know about anyway. If he's cheating on me, that's one thing. But I don't share. It's not a personal thing. I have friends who are in open relationships. I have friends who are non-monogamous, and I respect everyone. Polyamory is cute if you're into it. But I'm too crazy for that. But in Japan, everybody wants to be in an open relationship. Like, I just cannot understand it. And I have an inkling of a feeling that from the encounters I've had with, like, especially like African American men who are here on vacation, who tried to holler at me and was like, "Damn, I wish you lived in the States because I would date you." I have an inkling of a feeling that if I lived in the United States of America, that problem would still exist, but there will be other people like me who are looking for monogamy. I simply don't want to be in an open relationship. I want to be with someone, the same someone. And I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist. Like, I'd like to have a family and settle down and buy a house and be happy. Sex is not the most important thing to me. Everyone enjoys a good time, correct? Okay, everybody does. We're not gonna sit here in front like that. This is a naughty hood talk, y'all. We're being for real. But I said all that to say, sex is not the most important thing in a relationship. And if you can't be happy with your partner that you are in a monogamous relationship with, then what is wrong with you? Like, every time I get serious with a guy or get close to getting serious, we have that talk. Well, I really like you, but I know you're not really into the open relationship thing, and I kind of feel like I want to be an open. No, 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 no. You said what you need to say right there. I'm sorry. So everyone has their limits. I have my hard limit. Okay? So, to summarize my rants for today about living in Japan and dating in Japan as a black gay man, everyone has a type and it's hyper focused. It's not just like, oh, I like this type of guy. It's like, no, he needs to be exactly like this. Like, literally, the guy I was talking about earlier, literally was like, well, we're 80% compatible. I'm like, huh? How did you put a number on being on compatibility? Are you a freaking computer? Are you a robot? That's insanity. Nobody's perfect. Nobody you date will be perfect. Literally no one. There's no one that's going to be 100% compatible. There's always going to be something off. There's little things about people that we all feel like, okay, this person is not exactly what I dreamed of. They don't tick every box, but it's not realistic. If someone ticks 8 out of 10 boxes, we're going with his thing 80%. That's a good relationship. That's someone that you're compatible with. Huh? Like, y'all expect to date somebody who's exact. I mean, I understand having high standards. I do too. I don't date just anybody. I ain't desperate. That's why I'm still single. But I'm also not impossible. But I promise you, I'm not bitter. I'm really not. But I feel like, I've been wanting to say something about dating in Japan and how trash it is. And like, I think even my girlfriends who are straight deal with this. Like, maybe everyone in the world deals with it. I don't know. I grew up in Japan as an adult, basically. I've been here since I was 21, 22. I just turned 22 when I moved here. I've been here I'm 27, my entire adult life. So I don't know what it's like to date seriously in America. I don't know what it's like to date anywhere besides Japan. And I have not had a great time dating, period. It's been trash. Everything about Japan is great. People are great. The food is great. The culture's great. Everything's great. So, like I said earlier, everything can't be perfect, right? Everything about Japan is definitely not perfect, but I like it. I'm comfortable here. I have a nice apartment. I have a cat. I'm living my life. I got a good job. I ain't tripping. But I will say this: dating in Japan is rough. Anyway, that's it for today. That is my rant. We're gonna call these type of rants Nerdy Hood Talks. Yes, Nerdy Hood Talks. Like, instead of a neighborhood talk, it's a Nerdy Hood Talk. So come on in, child. Come on in. Let's have a talk. Let me be real with you. Let me tell you how I feel. You don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. You can take offense to it. Or if you want to discuss it some more, feel free to hit me up. Comment. Follow me on Instagram. But what you should do is like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? I promise you, I won't be doing a lot of like negative things, but this isn't really just about Japan, to be honest. I really feel like this is just like the gay dating scene in 2024. Like, everybody is just so into fun. And like, in my opinion, love is fun. Like, don't y'all want to fall in love? Do you want to be like 60 years old and still single and wishing that you would have dated somebody when you were young? I don't give a damn no more. When I go out there in these streets, I state my intentions from the jump. I'm like, look, you cute, I'm cute, but I'm not gonna play with you. What's it gonna be? And that's that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you can comment and tell me what you think. I'm open to disagreeing, but please don't have in my comments talking about don't generalize the Japanese side, because I did not. I specifically said this is my experience. Okay? All right. But seriously, thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of this video, listen to me do this whole rant, you're greatly appreciated. I bought a tripod, I got my lighting. I'm really about to get into this YouTube thing because I think it's time for me just to talk to the camera. And if someone listens, great. So thank you so much. One more time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time.